Listen up, my brothers and sisters. Right now, in this very moment, you're standing at the edge of your destiny. Are you drowning in the shadows of your pain where the weight of loss, failure, or betrayal feels like it's crushing your soul? Have you been knocked down so hard you think you can't get up? I know that dark place, that loneliness where you feel invisible, where the world seems to have forgotten you. But let me tell you something, God hasn't forgotten you. Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5 confirms, before I formed you in the womb I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. You are not here by mistake. God crafted you with a purpose, a divine mission that burns in your heart. Will you answer his call today? Will you grab hold of his promise and rise above the hurt? I'm begging you to hold on strong with every fiber of your being and never give up. God's calling you to make an impact in this world, not just for a fleeting moment, but for a lifetime of purpose that echoes into eternity. Don't see this as a temporary battle. See it as your sacred assignment from the Creator, even though we know life is short. So many souls in this world didn't know their next day would bring a diagnosis like cancer or a tragedy that stole their breath. They thought tomorrow was guaranteed, but they didn't wake up. But you're still here, standing, breathing. So what are you going to do with this holy gift of life God has entrusted to you? How are you going to move forward in his plan? How are you going to live out the purpose he's written on your heart? Life isn't a game. It's a sacred journey, a divine gift from the Creator meant to be lived fully in his grace. I'm telling you right now, you must rise to the calling God has placed on your soul. Psalm chapter 27 verse 1 declares, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Who shall I fear?" Tell those excuses that fear, that doubt, they have no place in the business of your God-given life. This is your life, the one you're fighting for, the one you're living for in his holy name. Don't let anyone, any voice, any doubter steal the unique purpose God crafted just for you, the truth of who you are in his eyes, or the impact you're destined to have for so many others. I need you to trust in every possibility God has planted in you. Can you feel his promise whispering that it's not over for you? Even if you're in a place where you feel broken, where the pain feels like it's tearing your heart apart, I'm here to tell you, brothers and sisters, you were built by God to last. Isaiah chapter 40 verse 31 proclaims, "Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength." You don't have the right to complain anymore. God's strength flows through you. You've got to keep living, keep pushing forward with unwavering faith. You faced trials you didn't understand, moments of greatness, moments of weakness, things no one else could possibly comprehend. But you're the one God chose to carry these burdens, to walk through them with his divine guidance. You were knocked down, maybe thought you couldn't rise again, but by his grace you did. You stood up in his power. Dawn is coming, my friends. The sun will rise, and through God's eternal light, you'll see the divine spark he placed within you. Don't you dare give up on the life God gave you, because once it's gone, you can't come back. Leave your mark in his name, bold, unapologetic, eternal. Help someone who's lost their way. Lift up a brother or sister when they're down. Be the strength for others when they're weak, and trust that when you're at your lowest, God will send someone to lift you up through his boundless love. We all struggle. Nobody's immune, not even the strongest among us. It's necessary that you struggle. It's necessary that you feel alone sometimes. It's necessary that you press forward in faith, because God's refining you for his purpose. Nothing can stop his plan for you, because his light is already within you, embedded in you by the Creator himself. That light shines through you, radiant and unstoppable. Have you thought about those who can't walk, those who can't speak, those battling diseases with no cure? What about you? What are you going to do with the life God has entrusted to you? How will you live for him? How far will you go to fulfill his calling? Run with the greatness God has given you. Run with a heart overflowing with his love. You've got to be willing to sacrifice, to hurt, to cry out, whatever it takes. Lord, I'm yours. Keep pushing forward in his strength. Your life is yours by God's design, and you have the right to live it the best way you can for his everlasting glory. Yes, it hurts sometimes when you feel alone, when you're trapped in that dark place feeling like nobody cares. I've been there, when the world feels like it's closing in, when the pain of loss or failure cuts deep. But the first thing you've got to realize is that God loves you unconditionally, and you must love yourself as his sacred creation. It's about self-love rooted in his eternal love for you. Start understanding that if you're going to do something with your life, you have to fall in love with the person God made you to be. Stop hating the vessel He crafted with His hands. Do something that glorifies Him, that makes you a better servant of His will. Make an impact in this world for His kingdom, a legacy that points to His grace. Don't see it as a temporary task, even though we know life is short. Like so many in this world, they didn't know their next day would bring a diagnosis like cancer or a sudden loss. They thought tomorrow was promised, but they didn't wake up. But you're still here, breathing alive. What are you going to do with God's gift of today? How are you going to move forward in His divine plan? How are you going to live out your purpose, as His child life isn't a game? It's a sacred journey of living for God. There's the good, there's the bad, and there's the right now where God is calling you to act in faith. You can't wait for someone else to make your life better. You have to make it better through trust in Him. Focus on yourself and His holy light. I'm not saying forget others. God calls us to love our neighbors, but I'm telling you to cast aside anything that doesn't strengthen you in His purpose, that doesn't make you better in His eyes, that doesn't make you decent for His work, that doesn't put you in a place of His peace, that doesn't give you the strength to live the life He's given you. Don't give up on the life God created for you, because once it's gone, you can't come back. Leave your mark for His glory. Help someone in His name. Lift up a brother or sister when they're down. Be the strength for others when they're weak, and trust that when you're at your weakest, God will send someone to lift you up through His love, because we all struggle. Nobody's immune, not you, not me. So keep fighting forward in faith. Don't give up. Live, breathe. Life, you. That's what God calls you to. It's going to hurt sometimes. It's going to get tough, real tough. But when it gets tough, you get tougher through God's strength. Philippians chapter 4, verse 13 states, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." Make sure you make your mark for His kingdom, because somebody didn't make it today, but you did. Keep living. Keep living strong in His grace. Don't give up. Let me tell you about a time I faced my own darkness. Years ago, I was up for a role that I thought would define my career. I poured my heart into it, but I didn't get it. I felt rejected, like I wasn't enough. But God whispered to me, "Denzel, I've got something bigger for you." That rejection led me to roles that touched millions, that glorified His name. What's your rejection? What's your pain? God's turning it into something greater if you trust Him. Don't waste your energy worrying about tomorrow, because tomorrow isn't promised to you or me. Tomorrow is in God's hands, and He's already set its course. You have this moment right now in His holy presence. You can't dwell on yesterday, because yesterday isn't coming back to find you. Whatever you had the chance to do yesterday is gone. But you have this moment, this divine opportunity to do something great with the life God has given you. You may have been through trials, through hell itself, but hell doesn't own you. Hell didn't create you. God did. Ephesians chapter 2, verse 10 affirms, "For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." No matter who you are in this world, everyone must struggle. Everyone must suffer. But everyone going through something has a story to tell in God's glory. Most people who are successful today had to go through trials to get where they are. Some aren't even willing to endure the pain to achieve what God has for them. But let's go deeper. Let's talk about those who face more than you can imagine. What about those who can't walk, who rely on God's strength to face each day? Those who can't speak yet their hearts cry out to Him. Those suffering from diseases with no cure. Trusting in His eternal promise. What about you? What are you going to do with the life God has given you? How will you live for Him? How far will you go to fulfill His calling? Do you feel sorry for yourself because you're having a bad day, because you lost your job, because you feel like today isn't going the way you wanted? Or do you feel God's pat on your back for the good you've done in His name? I remember a man I met on the street years ago, homeless with nothing but a tattered coat. He told me, "Denzel, I pray every day and God keeps me going." If you could find faith in that darkness, what's stopping you? We all have a responsibility to Him. We all must be accountable to His purpose. We all have to put in the work for his kingdom. But don't give up because there's someone out there hurting more than you. Someone's struggling harder than you. Someone's facing trials tougher than yours. So why would you give up now when God's strength is in you? Whatever comes your way, accept the challenge in his name and push through. Don't stay down if the weight of the world is on your chest. Get it off through prayer and faith. As long as you're breathing, as long as your heart is pumping blood, you're not dead yet. They haven't put rose petals on your box. Make every breath count for God's purpose. It's time to understand that if you want to get something out of your life, you have to work for it in faith. How much are you willing to give for God's plan? Are you ready to hurt for it? Are you ready to struggle for it? If you're not that person, then lie back down, stay where you are, and move backward. But if you're the person you say you are called by God, we don't have time to wait. Time doesn't owe you anything. Time isn't thinking about you. Time is in God's hands. What are you going to do? Who said it's supposed to be easy? It takes grit. It takes tenacity. It takes sacrifice for his glory. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. This isn't a pity party. It's a call to celebrate the life God gave you. No matter if it's good or bad, nothing is greater than living for him. If you're living, there's a possibility to change something, to evolve it into something greater through his power. Take something that means nothing to others but everything to you and offer it to God. So many people don't believe in you, but why waste time worrying about them? Focus on believing in the you God created. Live. Breathe. Life. You. That's what God's calling you to. Why are you running, my friend? Are you running for a purpose? Do you know the reason God put you on this race? Do you have enough faith to keep going? Are you afraid you'll fall? Do you have the balance to stay upright in his grace? How fast can you run for him? Maybe you need to slow down. Sometimes trust his timing. Maybe when you turn that corner, you'll face an obstacle God placed to test your faith. Are you ready to run through it with his strength? Are you ready to run fast, run strong? Do you understand what it means to run for God? So many people run away from his calling, from challenges instead of toward his purpose. You might need to jog a bit, take your time, but sooner or later you have to pick up the pace for him. You have to move faster with a burning desire to run hard, knowing there's work to be done in his name. Run for his stats, not for worldly glory. Run because God says it's necessary, but know that endurance is required in his race. Don't let dead weight, sin, doubt, fear slow you down. Dead weight is lifeless, but you have the life God breathed into you. Keep pushing, running as fast as you can for him. If you feel tired, like you've got nothing left, hit that next gear through prayer. Go to that second, third gear in faith. Understand that you're the one God chose to cross the finish line. And when you do prepare for the next race he set before you, because every day is a race for his glory. Run fast. Run strong. Run with his power. Run with his greatness. Run with a heart full of his love and believe in it. But don't quit. Understand why God has you running. If you ever question why, know there's a divine purpose behind every step you take. Think of the marathon runners who collapsed just before the finish line but crawled to the end. They didn't quit because they knew their purpose. What's your finish line? What's God calling you to cross? It's time to run for your life in God's name. Push with everything he's given you inside. Run toward his opportunity. Run toward his victory. Run as hard as you can. You have to understand why God has you running, the significance of his calling. Don't run from challenges. Don't run because things aren't going your way. Run with a full heart, with everything God put in you. Get your legs moving and run for him. Sometimes you'll ask, how fast can I run for God? How soon can I reach his destination for me? But you must pace yourself in his timing. Pay attention as you run, because obstacles will come, temptations, trials, distractions. They're there to test you, but keep running. Some days you'll be slow. Some days you'll need to be fast. But make sure your mindset is fixed on God's purpose. Don't be reckless, be productive in his plan. Recognize your faith. Recognize your drive. Don't waste energy on things that don't align with God's best for you. If you're not giving your best, the world will catch up. Stay ahead of the pack for His glory and don't slack because it'll only push you back. Keep your eyes on His prize. Your rewards are waiting in His kingdom. You don't want to be the slowest on His track, but you've got to think with His wisdom. Don't overthink, just commit to why God has you running. Running is good, but sometimes you need to walk with Him first to understand what's coming. Walk a bit so when it's time to put the pedal to the metal, your head's up, you're thriving, striking, moving so fast that nothing can stop you in His name. Don't be late for the celebration of the victory God has for you. That victory is yours, no one else's. Take pride in it. Believe in it. Stand on it. Earn it through faith because it's yours by God's grace. Keep moving. Be productive. Be powerful. And from the bottom of my heart, run strong, run hard, and conduct God's business. Remember when you wanted more, or when people in your life didn't believe in you, when you gave up on the unique purpose God placed in you, when you complained but did so little? There comes a point when you must realize there's more to do than just complain. You have to see that no opportunities will wait if you don't work for the ones God's already given you. You don't have much time left, so there's no room for complaining. You're not in a position to complain when God's purpose is calling. I met a young woman once struggling to raise her kids alone after her husband left. She was angry, bitter, but one day she told me, "Denzel, I gave it to God, and He showed me I was enough." She stopped complaining and started building. What's holding you back from giving it to God? You have to find a new vision for yourself in Him, something greater, more challenging waiting for you. If you're not willing to step out of your comfort zone to embrace the principles and possibilities God placed within you, everything you're striving for, everything you're hungry for will fade away. I'm not here to preach. I'm here to tell you that God's working in things far greater than your complaints. You're grumbling, but where's your action in His name if you could trade places with someone whose struggles are heavier than yours? Would you? So many are suffering right now, yet you're complaining. So many wish they had your blessings, yet you're still complaining. You don't have the right to give up when God's purpose is in you. You don't have the right to throw in the towel and say it's over. Brothers and sisters, you exist right now because God has work for you to do, and only you are qualified to take it to the level He designed. There's no limit to what you can seek in His name, how far you can travel, how high you can go. Sometimes people get lazy boxing themselves and saying they're okay where they are. But there's no okay when it comes to the life God gave you. There's no room for complacency in His plan. How do you evolve? How do you grow in Him? Success, in God's eyes, comes with struggles, challenges, things you may not understand. But go back to where it started. Remember when you wanted more for His glory. You can't feed your hunger with negative energy. Doubt won't give you the power you need. You must realize that God is testing you. Maybe you feel broken or fear you're about to break, but I'm here to tell you you're built to last by God's design. You don't have the right to complain anymore. You've got to keep living strong in His strength. I dare you to visit your local hospital, walk those corridors, and see people of all ages, all backgrounds, fighting sicknesses some they won't recover from. I dare you to walk through a neighborhood where the homeless have no shelter, no food, barely clothes on their backs. I dare you to see that maybe your troubles aren't so bad in God's perspective. Maybe it's time to let go of the drama and chase the dreams God gave you. Reconnect with the purpose He planted in you. This isn't the time to waste, to hold yourself back. You have so much to offer, so much to give, so much to do for His kingdom. But sitting around waiting won't move you forward. It'll keep you stuck. Electrify the desire God once sparked in you. The next time you feel like complaining or worrying about things that don't concern God's plan, ask yourself, is this making me better for Him? Is it taking me higher in His purpose? Am I going further, or am I just coasting? Complacency, complaining, worrying, these don't serve God's will. Realize that climbing His mountain takes work more than having things handed to you. When you reach the top, don't stop. Find a way to go higher in His name. Electrify the things within you to do what God calls you to do. Kick down the doors of doubt and move toward being the best version of who He created you to be. Don't lose yourself in things that weaken you. Don't lose yourself in fear or doubt. Dare to be better. Dare to be unique. Dare to be the best possibility the world has yet to see through God's grace. Life, how beautiful it is, how amazing to wake each morning with God's sun shining on your face, not your grave. What makes life so unique? It's beautiful because no matter what you face, God makes life good. Life has many moving parts, but it's always good in His hands. Every day is a new opportunity, a gift others may not have. This life you hold, temporarily given by God for a purpose, has more meaning than you can imagine. So many take it for granted, but you must seize the chance to live it fully for Him. On this journey, you'll face countless circumstances, challenges, things you can't understand. Maybe it's not for you to understand right now, just trust God's plan. Look at the story of Job. He lost everything, yet he held fast to God. Job chapter 1, verse 21 says, "The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." If Job could praise through pain, what's stopping you? If you ever feel you don't love your life, shame on you, because your life is a precious gift from God. No one deserves to ruin it, control it, or steal your joy. Your life is yours by His design, and you have the right to live it fully for Him. Discipline yourself to take control and responsibility for the purpose He's given you. There will be challenges trying to slow you down, but don't run from them, run toward them in His strength. Understand that life has meaning, reason, and the struggles you face are part of His refining process. You may feel unworthy, but make no mistake, you are worthy in God's eyes. You were created for something, not nothing. Life is a gift of giving and receiving, and whether it's good or bad, these challenges are part of God's plan for you. You may feel hopeless at the end of your rope, but climb up in His strength. Do more, not less, for His glory. Stop stressing about what you can't control and focus on what God has given you control over. Take hold of your life, your opportunities. Believe in yourself as God believes in you. So many will try to tell you not to be what you feel God calling you to be. They're miserable and want to drag you down. Don't let misery control the life God gave you. Don't let anyone define your purpose or destiny. Someone told you long ago you weren't worthy, that you wouldn't make it. I say to you now, in God's name, you will make it. You must make it. Tell excuses, fear, and doubt they have no place in the business of your God-given life. This is your life, the one you're fighting for, living for. No one will do you better than you with God's help. Don't wait for things to happen. Make them happen in His name. Take full responsibility for this life He's given you. When you're doing everything to be the best version of yourself, for God, adversaries will try to steal that from you. Overcome them with faith. It doesn't matter what you believe as long as it's positive and draws you closer to God. Strength isn't just physical, it's mental, spiritual, rooted in Him. Don't let pride hide your tears. Let them out. When I lost my mom years ago, it was the hardest thing I faced. I still think of that woman who gave me life. I have moments of joy for the good times, but also pain for her loss. That's just one trial, but I keep moving forward in God's strength. Everyone gets knocked down, no matter how tough you think you are. You'll fall hard, but the ground is a hard place, and lying there won't move you. Rise up in His name. How long will you stay down when you lose a job? A loved one, your husband, wife, child? Can you endure the pain? With God's help, your strength shines brightest when you're at your weakest, when you're so far down. You see no light, but you know God's light is there. That's when you discover how strong you are in Him. It's a process you have to hurt to understand strength. Don't give up on your hopes, your dreams, yourself. Keep moving forward. If you think your trials are bad, wait for tomorrow if God grants it. Look around you, others are facing worse. When you're down, find a way to get up in His strength. I've been there like you, but I have a job to do for God, and so do you. On April 6, 2020, I lost my dad. 9 years ago, I lost my mom. I spoke highly of my father while he was here, but now he's gone. What hurt most was not saying goodbye, not being able to bury him because of the crisis we faced. Yet I'm still here with work to do for God. Do I hurt? Am I grieving? Do I feel despair? Absolutely. I feel that pain, that emptiness, that loss. As a man, a son, a father, a human, no matter how strong you'll hurt, but the beauty of loss is growth, feeling it, fighting through it in God's strength. Nothing can stop His purpose if you hold on. I live not just for me, my family, or those who look to me, but to honor my parents in God's name. It's tough without them, but they live in my heart, leaving a legacy for me to carry. This isn't the end. It's a call to push harder, stay focused, stay faithful to you listening to this message. Your pain, your struggles, they won't hold you back long, because as long as you're alive, God calls you to move forward. Don't let misery or pain keep you stuck. As long as there's life in you, you have work to do for Him. We can't live forever, but we must live now. Fight for something, not nothing. Live, breathe. Fight, believe it's not over, because you're still here. Make the most of your life for God. Honor those no longer with us. Leave a legacy for the next generation. Keep up the good fight. It's not over for me, and it shouldn't be for you. Carry on lives strong and conduct God's business. Can you see through the darkness surrounding you? Can you feel the loneliness it's trying to bring you down to take everything? But push forward in God's light. Do you understand what it means to stand alone with Him? His light builds you up when you feel weak. This isn't the time to quit. Dawn is coming, His sun will rise, and you'll see His light within you. Your journey shines millions of miles away because you fought through the darkness with God. You cried, wandered, but now it's time to welcome His light. The emptiness you feel is temporary but necessary. It's necessary to struggle, to feel alone, to keep going in faith. Nothing can stop God's light in you. Dawn is coming. Build your mind, body, soul in His strength and welcome His dawn. Think of the widow I met who lost her husband but found peace in prayer. She said, Denzel, God's light carried me through. What's carrying you through your darkness? You're walking through darkness feeling powerless. But can you see His light? You're wondering with no one to turn to, but can you feel His purpose? Nothing can stop what's meant for you. Your destiny is yours in God's hands. The darkness serves a purpose you may not understand, but trust Him. He's introducing you to His light, His joy, His beauty. You made it this far, and no matter what comes, His dawn is upon you. You deserve it because you've worked in His name. You've been knocked down, rejected, told you weren't worthy. Negativity crept in, but then God's dawn arrived. His light said, take my hand. Walk with me. See the beauty within you. Can you feel it inside and out? You made it through and His light shines on you. More struggles will come, but you've built a resistance in Him, a strength others don't have. Keep moving forward. Don't quit on the best of you. This is your time to rise above in His name. It's time to be about God's business. If you want something from your life, work for it in His name. I'm talking to those ready to go beyond limits, to work harder than anyone else who've been through hell but want to take it to a level no one's reached. Step into that room hungry for God's purpose. Don't focus on what can't be done. Focus on what must be done in His name. If you're not ready, why show up? It takes grit, passion, determination to reach God's level for you. You can't stay still and expect to move forward. Beyond the sky is His universe. What will you do about it? Are you ready to push work, dig for Him? Weakness won't save you, only His strength will. Love every rep you push out for His glory. It won't be easy, but there's always more to give. Sacrifice, hurt, yell out, whatever it takes. Lord, keep pushing. Don't give up on your life, your reps, your purpose. If you believe in God's possibilities for you, make it work. If you think the weight's too heavy, you won't push it. If you want to quit mid-race, push harder in His strength. Don't get tired. Don't get weak. Find a way in Him. Push your body, mind, soul for His glory, because someone else may want it more. Be what God calls you to be. Fight for your life in His name. This goes out to the firefighters running into burning buildings for God's children, to the policemen and women serving and protecting in His name, To the military men and women giving their all for his purpose. To those who never made it home to their families who won't see them again. We must never forget those who serve in God's name. They decided in their hearts this must be done. Think of the kids who may never see their parents again, lost in the line of duty. Someone has to serve, to sacrifice. Why not you? We all have a duty in God's kingdom. They didn't give up. Why should you keep moving, believing serving is one in His name? Honor those who serve, who give their all, who make it home to hold their loved ones. Thank them for their service, for doing what others can't. Every day should honor them, for they give so much and receive so little. Recognize their sacrifices, their struggles, their losses. Never forget those who've fallen, who never made it home. Keep up the good fight and never forget our servicemen and women. The end of the year is here and you made it through God's grace. There were good times, bad times, but you're still here. Something God's hand kept you going, believing, fighting. This year's closing, but a new year with greater opportunities in His plan awaits. Reflect on 2024. What did God teach you through the trials? The greatness, the weaknesses no one else understood. You were knocked down, but rose in His strength. Some say they're getting old, but you're not old. You're blessed by God. Feel your heart beating with His purpose. You have no time to complain, no matter the heartaches, joys, or sorrows. You made it because God's purpose never lies. As 2024 ends, a new year awaits, but tomorrow isn't promised. Make your mark now in His name. Be strong in Him regardless of what others say. You made it this far because God meant it for you. We saw losses and victories in 2024, but you didn't stay down. You got up in God's strength. Maybe that job didn't come through, but 2025 is waiting if God grants it. Grow into a better you for Him. Easy isn't meant for you. Struggle builds character in His image. If you felt broken, know you can rebuild in His hands. Be the architect of your life under His guidance. Create your blueprint and don't give up, because if you made it this far, you can go further. Make 2025 your year to shine for God. Let it be the year your story is told, your legacy left. 2025's chapters are unwritten. What will yours say? Don't try to prove yourself to others. Connect with God's truth in you. Go through 2025 with your head high, being the best for Him. I spoke to a young man last year who lost his business in 2024. He was ready to quit, but he prayed and God opened a new door, a better one. What door is God opening for you in 2025? Life is short, but God's purpose in you is eternal. You can't assume every day is promised. We've all felt the pain of loss, but we're still here to carry on in His name. What example will you set? What leadership will you show for the next generation? Hate and fear limit who God made you to be. Don't let anyone steal your truth, your value in His eyes. Be honest, truthful, different for Him. When your time comes, what legacy will you leave? It's not easy living each day, facing challenges, losing jobs or homes. But don't blame life. God's purpose is true. Hold on, strong, believe in His possibilities and know it's not over. Life is always good in His hands, but one day we'll all face Him. So carry on, don't give in, and make your existence matter for God. Your existence isn't an accident. It's God's masterpiece. Are you ready for His unknown? Sometimes not knowing is beautiful because it's in His hands. Life is great, beautiful, universal. You may feel you don't deserve it or wonder why you suffer more than others. Your life is temporary, but God's purpose in you is eternal. Don't waste it on hate, jealousy, or things outside His plan. When your time comes, no one goes with you, but you can leave a legacy for God. You can't stop living, growing, fighting for Him. Yesterday, today, tomorrow are different realms. You exist in God's now. You can't fix what's broken, but some things mend in His time. Negative people will watch this and still find reasons to be unhappy. Make peace with your heart, your spirit for God. Life is short, but His love is eternal. As we close, my brothers and sisters, hear this: you are God's masterpiece, created for a purpose only you can fulfill. The pain you've felt, the darkness you've walked through, it's all part of His refining fire, shaping you for greatness. But now it's time to heal. Let his light wash over you, mend your broken places, and ignite your soul. Psalm chapter 30, verse 5 reminds us weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning. Your morning is here. Will you embrace it? Will you run toward his purpose with every breath? I challenge you to rise today, to live boldly for him, to leave a legacy that echoes into eternity. God's calling, don't let this moment pass. Think of the heroes in your life who overcame, maybe a parent, a teacher, a friend who showed you what faith looks like. Be that hero for someone else. Conduct his business, shine his light, and let your life be a testament to his glory now and forever.